ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे नित्यानंद नमस्तुभ्यं प्रेमानंद प्रदायिने कलौ कल्मषनाशाय जानवापतये नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरतुसे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So we welcome everyone for today's discussion on Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse number 46. We discussed yesterday. Yavan arthodapane sarvata samplutodake tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanata. All purposes served by a small will can at once be served by a great reservoir of water. Similarly, all the purposes of the Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them. So I think we completed this. First paragraph we read that there are different karma kanda divisions in Vedic literature, which are meant uh, for the purpose of fulfilling different kind. Hare Krishna. So there are different kinds of Vedic karma kandiya activities mentioned in Vedic literatures for the purpose of fulfilling material desires of living entities. But one who understands the purpose of Vedic literature, purpose of such karma kandi activities mentioned in Vedas, the ultimate purpose is that one must get inspiration to become self-realized, to understand who we are. And self-realization means to understand who the Supreme Self is and who am I and what is my relationship with the Supreme Self. Krishna is the Supreme Self, and thus knowing one's eternal relationship with Him. So, if somebody can come to this conclusion of understanding the ultimate purpose of Vedic literature is to revive our original lost relationship with the Supreme Lord Krishna, then he need not to accept this karma kandi sections of Vedic literature. He can just give it up and directly take to the worship of the Supreme Lord in order to uh, establish himself in his original relationship with the Supreme Lord. And such a person is to be considered the best of all the human beings, even greater than a Brahman. Mother Devoti confirms this in Bhagavatam. Aho batasva pachavati gariyan jajiva gare vartate nam tubhyam te pustapaste juhu sasnurarya brahmanujo nam grananti jete. Nam grananti jete. Oh my dear Lord, anyone who is constantly chanting your holy name is supposed to have performed all the austerities, all the penances, has undergone and has executed all the yagyas, and studied all the Vedic literatures and visited all the places of pilgrimage, taken bath there. So, and such a person is considered to be the best of the Aryan family. So anyone who can come to the position of constantly chanting the holy name of Krishna with love and devotion. So that is the highest perfectional stage which one can achieve in this human form of life. So that is a perfect knowledge, perfect understanding of spiritual truth, Perfect knowledge. Chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the perfect knowledge, perfect form of meditation, and perfect form of activity to please the Supreme Lord, and perfect form of a perfect and most sublime and easiest way to deliver oneself from this material existence all together. That's why this verse, Yavan Arthodapane, Sarvatah Samplutodake, all purposes served by a small well can at once be served by a great reservoir of water. So, chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one who is accustomed to chanting of the holy name of Krishna constantly, regularly, daily, without stoppage. So, such a person can derive full benefit of everything, all perfection he can get. That we discussed yesterday one verse from Bhagavatam. Akamo sarva kamo va moksha kama udaradhi tivrena bhakti yogena yajeda purusham param. That's why uh, Srila Sukadeva Goswami in Bhagavatam recommended that all kinds of people, mostly there are three kinds of people, uh, persons who are having material desires, many varieties of material desires, all kinds of material desires to fulfill. First category, which is the lowest one, and the second category is persons who are now experienced the suffering situation of this material existence. So then they try to become liberated. They have the desire to become liberated from material entanglement. That is moksha kami. And the first class, most intelligent kind of people are known as devotees of Krishna. So they are akami. Akami means no lust at all. They are completely free from all lusty and nasty desires. So, but all these three kinds of people are recommended by Sukadeva Goswami that they should, with all their heart, with full devotion, they should take to the worship of the Supreme Lord Narayana or Krishna. They said they should abandon all other kinds of worship. They should abandon all other kinds of activities, hoping that by performing those activities or by worshipping other demigods, one can fulfill their desires. Even if it is so, but that is just temporary, and that is just a very the fruit, the result of such worship or such material endeavor is also very meager in nature. Means you can just fulfill one or few material desires by performing some material activities or by taking shelter of some demigods. But in one stroke, if somebody wants to become fully satisfied, wants to fulfill all his desires, is that he should take complete shelter of Krishna, the supreme being, supreme father. It's just like a small child, if he has so many desires to fulfill. So he may go and ask uh, his aunts or relatives or neighbors, so how much they can fulfill his desire. Maybe one, two, three, four desires, but nobody can take to the this complete care of the child. Nobody will take complete care of the child. But if the child is simply dependent upon his parents, because parents they have love and devotion, love and affection for the child, so naturally they are going to take care of each and every need, uh, interest of the child. That is very obvious. Similarly, so, except from except the Supreme Lord Krishna, everybody else and every endeavor, it can just provide us limited opportunities to become satisfied or happy in this material. But Krishna, being the supreme controller, supremely powerful, and supremely well-wishing friend, supreme father, so he is fully capable and he has love and affection for each and every living entity. So he can fulfill all the desires and make the living entity fully satisfied. So one must be intelligent enough to understand the purpose of the Vedas without being attached to the rituals only, and must not desire to be elevated to the heavenly kingdoms for a better quality of sense gratification. So one must be intelligent enough. That means if somebody is not intelligent enough to understand the fact that the promotion to the heavenly planets for better quality of sense gratification, or while living on this earthly planet, promotion to better standard of life for better quality of sense gratification, it's all an useless endeavor, simply useless endeavor, which can never satisfy our heart. If somebody is intelligent enough to understand this, that's well and good. But if somebody is not intelligent enough, then one must come to the platform of developing such a nice intelligence through the association of devotees, by nicely, very attentively hearing from them the subject matters mentioned in Vedic literatures. So it is not possible for the common man in this age to follow all the rules and regulations of the Vedic rituals, nor is it possible to study all the Vedanta and Upanishad thoroughly. It requires much time, energy, knowledge, and resources to execute the purposes of the Vedas. This is hardly possible in this age. The best purpose of Vedic culture is served, however, by chanting the holy name of the Lord, as recommended by Lord Chaitanya, the deliverer of all fallen souls. I think we have done this paragraph also. Okay, anyway. So that's why we'll again read it. So it requires, that's why one should not entrap oneself in doing so many useless activities or less useful activities. Rather, one should take directly to the worship of the Supreme Lord. And in the age of Kali, as inaugurated by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the best form of worshipping the Supreme Lord is by chanting His holy name, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So anybody who takes to the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he is to be considered as the top most human being, most intelligent person, and he can please the Supreme Lord in the best manner. That is the best form of worshipping the Supreme Lord, chanting of the holy name. That is also explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam Sangopangastra Parshadam Yagyai Sankirtana Prayai Yajanti Sumedasa Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam Sangopangastra Parshadam Yagyai Sankirtana Prayai Sumedasa. Sumedasa. Medasa means intelligent, and Sumedasa means a person who has very fine intelligence. It's very pure intelligence. Very pure intelligence. Sumedasa. Very good intelligence. Very good intelligence. So what they do in this age of Kali, they yajanti, he means certainly, means without a doubt. That's why yajanti, he, Sumedasa. Those who are Sumedasa, certainly without a doubt, or with 100%, they, with their heart and soul. It's not just as a matter of duty. That is also one significant point. Yajanti hi sumedasa. This with their bhav samanvita, as Lord Krishna says elsewhere in the Bhagavad Gita. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhav samanvita. Yajanti hi sumedasa buddha bhava samanvita. The same thing. Bhava samanvita. They worship me, they do bhajante mam. Bhajante mam means they chant my glories. They worship me, they serve me. How they serve me, how they chant my holy name, how they chant my glories. Bhava samanvita. With love and devotion. But who can do this? Who can do this? Not everybody can do this. Those who have very good intelligence. very good intelligence. They can develop love and devotion. That means those who have developed pure love for Krishna, they are the most intelligent personalities in this entire creation. Most knowledgeable, most intelligent, and most pure, purest personality. Best of all. Who? The person who can serve Krishna, who can worship Krishna with full love and devotion, abandoning all other so-called affection and attachment for anyone, anything else. That is a sign of good intelligence, pure intelligence. Pure intelligence means that one is completely willing to give up all other nonsense attachment of this material existence. That is pure intelligence. As long as one's intelligence is lusty, affected by lust. Lust means desire for self-sense gratification. This is the harsh reality, bitter truth of this material existence. There is not at all any actual affection or love in this world. Nobody loves anybody. Everybody is just hankering to fulfill his nasty material lusty desires. Uh, Sometimes these young boys and girls, they think, oh, she is very attached to me, or he is very attached to me. Uh, I said, no, Baba, you are in illusion. Nobody is attached to you because nobody knows you who you are. But you are not this body. Everyone is simply attached to your body or your opulence. It may be gross body or subtle body. That does not make any difference. Uh, Sometimes a boy says, I'm not after the body of that girl. She is so nice. She talks very nicely. So that is also subtle body. That is also a sign of lust only. Nothing else, to be very frank. The pure love doesn't exist in this material world. If at all some pure love exists in this material world, that is within the heart of a pure devotee who is living in this material world just for the purpose of serving Krishna. So within his heart, pure love is there. Uh, and that pure love is only for Krishna's selfless service. So, in simple terms, we can say the pure love is not a product of this material existence. It is there in the spiritual world only. And when a pure devotee, eternal associate of the Lord, comes down in this material existence, so he imports that pure love, uh, carrying within his heart. He distributes it to other living entities. But that pure love does not belong to this material existence. And that pure form of love for Krishna cannot be experienced by any of the material senses. Any of the material senses cannot experience it at all. It is originated at a spiritual platform, and it is experienced also at a spiritual platform. Although this pure love get manifested through gross or subtle senses, it may manifest for the purpose of delivering others, just like a pure devotee who has developed complete love for Krishna. So when he chants, he doesn't chant with his mouth. He doesn't chant with his mouth, with his mind. He chants from the core of his heart. What is this heart? This not this heart, this muscular heart. No, heart means from the soul. Soul has its own senses. So when a pure devotee who chants the pure holy name, he chants from his spiritual tongue. But situated within this body, when he chants through his spiritual tongue, the sound vibration uh, that induces the material mouth also to chant. It comes out. It appears to be material sound vibration, but that is just for the sake of delivering the fallen souls of this material existence. This pure love has a different concept only. Nobody can even begin to understand what it is. Uh, it's just all bogus nonsense idea in this material world that I love you, I love her, all nonsense, nothing but this. So who are actually Sumedasa? actually pure-hearted soul, pure devotees who have pure intelligence, real intelligence, spiritual intelligence. So they worship the Supreme Lord Krishna by chanting his holy name, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, with complete love and devotion, bhav samanvita. And how they worship the Yanga Sankirtana prior by congregationally chanting the holy name of Krishna. And they worship. So by chanting the holy name of Krishna, one performs the best kind of worship to the Supreme Lord Krishna, who has appeared himself in the form of Yajna Purush, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The personality of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is non-different from Krishna himself, but he has manifested his very wonderful, most enchanting, and most munificent, magnificent, magnanimous form in the form of this Harinam Sankirtan. The personality of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the performance of Harinam Sankirtan are non-different. So Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is Harinam Sankirtan as well as he is the performer of Harinam Sankirtan, he is inaugurator of Harinam Sankirtan, and through chanting of the holy name of Krishna, he is the taster or he relishes the taste of the fruit of Harinam Sankirtan, that is love for Krishna. So he is everything. He is Chaitanya Kalpavriksha. That is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So he is Krishna Varnam. Krishna Varna. Krishna Varna means he belongs to the category of Krishna. Just like we have Brahman Varna, Kshatriya Varna, Vaishya, Shudra Varna. So there is one Varna, one more Varna, that is Krishna Varna. So in this Krishna Varna, only two personalities are there. Actually, no two personalities, only one. But we can say two personalities. One is Krishna himself, and another is Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nobody else. Krishna Varna. Vishnu Varna, we can say there are many. Krishna is also Vishnu Varna. But Krishna Varnam, that's why very specifically in this verse, it has been predicted in the Bhagavatam, written 5,000 years back. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared 500 years back. So before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 4,500 years back, this prediction was made. And it is clearly stated, he is Krishna Varnam. He belongs to Krishna category, not even Vishnu category. Of course, he is Vishnu, but Krishna category. That means he is the self-same Supreme Personality of Godhead. Original Supreme Personality of Godhead, Adi Purusha, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Krishna Varnam. So he is Krishna Varnam. But Tusha Akrishnam. Tusha means his complexion. His complexion is Akrishna. Akrishna is not blackish. That means golden. His complexion is golden. Krishna Varnam. Another meaning of Krishna Varnam is Krishna Varna iti Krishna Varnam. One who always describes about Krishna. One who always chanting Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 He. Krishna, 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 Pahi Mam. Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Raksha Mam. Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Pahi Mam. This is how Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, while he was traveling to South India, preaching Krishna's holy name, he used to chant. He used to chant like this. Sometimes Hare Krishna Mahamantra, sometimes this Krishna, 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 Krishna. Sometimes Hari Hataya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. So this is what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught us. Yajna Sankirtana Praya. But he is not alone. Sango Pangastra Parshadam. He appears along with his Anga, Upanga, Astra, and Parshad. Four features he has. Anga, Upanga, Astra, Parshad. So Anga, Upanga, Anga and Upanga are his Nityanand Prabhu and Advaita Achar, his Anga. And Upanga, Gadadhar Pandit, Sarup Damodar, Rai Ramananda. These are Upanga. And Parshada, Srivas Thakur. All the pure devotees headed by Srivas Thakur are his Parshadam, associates. And what is Astra? What is Astra? His Astra is the most enchanting, beautiful form of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Most attractive, enchanting, and beautiful form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is one Astra. His another Astra is the sweet, melodious kirtan, sweet, melodious chanting of the holy name of Krishna coming out of the lotus mouth of the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very, very nectarian to hear. Anybody who hears that sweet chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra coming out of the lotus mouth of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately is absorbed in complete love of Krishna consciousness. That is his second astra. And the third astra is his sparsa, his touch. His embraces. When he was touring South India, so on the way, as soon as he used to see somebody, he used to tell him, Hari bol, bola Hari, Hari bola, Hari bola, Hari bola, Hari bol. So the person who heard once Hari from the lotus mouth of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he also had the darshan of the beautiful, most enchanting form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, these two astras were sufficient to kill him. Then, naturally, he has to chant, and then he, in reply, responds, in this way, he used to chant immediately. And then, by hearing the such chanting by that person, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to become very happy. And immediately he used to run and embrace that person. And as soon as the person gets the embrace uh, of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he merges completely in pure love of God. He merges in oceanic amount of bliss of Krishna consciousness. And then he is no more of this material existence. He is gone. He's fully intoxicated with love of Krishna. That is the effect of a person who takes the shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even now, Adyapiha Lila Kare Gauraraय. यही है ना? और अद्यापिह नित्य लीला करे गौरराय कोन भाग्यवान जीव देखी बारे पाए. कौन भाग्यवान. कौन भाग्यवान जीव means one who has taken shelter of the lotus feet of a pure devotee spiritual master like Srila Prabhupada. So they are Bhagyavan. Acharyavan Purusho Veda. Acharyavan Purusho Veda. They know. तो कोनो भाग्यवान. They are कोनो भाग्यवान जीव. Okay. I think time is up. So we'll stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. If you have any questions, you can ask. Hare Krishna.